So once you do that, now you secure that entry in case, and if the market doesn't hit that entry yet. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your girl DJ, and you are back trading with DJ. Look, guys, I'm just gonna tell you this. I've been really productive. So you guys didn't hear from me for a while, but it's because I'm really working. So being, having the extra time that I had, um, to make a whole bunch of videos, like I got really productive. So I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of people has reached out to me, but a lot of things have been happening, and it was either I sit here and focus on my actual dreams versus sit here and make a whole bunch of videos. So that part got a bit delayed, but I'm still here. I'm really working on a lot of things right now at the moment, but I will be catching you guys up. So I'm in the process of getting a new apartment, and I'm gonna have a whole setup and everything, so I'll have more time and the ability to just create content after content to drop them. But for right now, y'all just gonna have to take them when I drop them. I know people say, okay, so when you drop videos, like every week or every win. Right now, I can't give you a specific time, but when the time comes, you guys will see more consistency in that aspect, and as well as like actually like helping people get started and all of that stuff. It's coming, guys. Just have patience with me. So here's what's happening. I am super excited to drop some stuff. Whenever I have to record, I just get really excited to do that because I just love what I do, and it's amazing, right? So I know there's a lot of people, because the videos I do are really a lot more for beginners than, I mean, if you who is really advanced anyways. If you're sitting on YouTube looking for videos on how to how to trade, then you're definitely in the process of still becoming, a really good trader. Because I don't know anybody who's an expert who does that. So if you are on this video, that means you're still looking for some extra help. So here's what it is. And I know 70% of the people who are on YouTube or watch my videos are actual beginners, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I saw myself as a beginner for a whole year. I mean there's nothing wrong with that. Not a little, because I know a lot of people have pride, and some people, they get started within 1 month. All of a sudden, they're already a guru. Don't be like that person. I want to explain to you how exactly to have sniper entry when it comes to trading regular and forex trading pairs, regular forex pairs, right? Like the euro versus the US dollar, which is one of my favorites, of course. But I'm just doing this for if you're trading long term and if you're trading short term. So easiest way to really enter a trade, guys, is very simple. Guys, is very simple. You don't have to complicate things, right? Like I always say, you don't have to complicate things. It doesn't have to be complicated because it's much simpler than you think. So here are the the indicators that I actually use, right? The Bollinger Bands. But before you do that, I want you to sit and just look at the market. Look at the chart naked. Like don't put anything. Don't add no indicators. Do not add any lines or any nothing. Right. So just look at it. Look at it just like that. Right. Just stare at the market and see what it's doing without any. I'm actually on the hour. Right. So I'm on the hour. I'm looking at what exactly it's doing, what it's done in the past, right? So now I'm looking for the pattern that it's already done. So here's what you do. You mark up the pattern that it's done, right? Came here, did that, right? Then created a lower low, right? Shot up a little bit, but actually came right back down. You have this low right here, right? So now you're asking yourself, okay, what is this pattern that the market that the market is actually doing? Because you want to understand the pattern before you actually find an entry. Is it continuing on an uptrend or is it going down, right? Find that first. So now that we see the lowest that it did, right? It did do a double bottom here on the hour. So now I'm looking for the is a new high, right? So which is this area here. So I know for sure there's something going on here, right? There was a touch here, and then there's another one down here that were different, which shows me that boom, okay, the market is now switching to go on a rise. So here's the easiest way to actually plan how to enter the trade. I always tell y'all support and resistance, support and resistance, support and resistance. That has not changed, right? That has not changed. So you put this here, right? Let's make this a different color, guys. Uh, 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 uh. Let's do that. And then we got blue. Right, boom. Two different blues, but whatever. I don't have time to sit and be specific right now. I'm trying to get to a point, right? So once you've done that and you realize, okay, boom, I want to go on an uptrend because I see what the market is actually doing. And once it creates that new high, it did this different touch here. You can just see, right? You can already see. It's usually much more simple than you think for the people who complicate things, right? As long as it's above this arrow, all you're thinking is that, okay, boom, there's a chance for me to actually enter here and profit, right? So once it touched down here and it started making its way up, that's how I know, okay, the market is, going on a different direction. So now I'm looking on how to enter. So once you put that area there, you're looking for the opportunity to enter. So here is what I do here. It's going long. So if I want to go up, I'm going to use this tool here. And this is for regular Forex trading. So I'm going to go over it on how to do it for binary options. So you're going to measure your risk to reward 3 to 1. It's like a training I would say a training wheel, but it actually makes things more simple for you, right? So you have it right there. You got 3 to 1, right? So you're gonna measure how many. Let's say let's just be realistic. I don't know how your trading style is, but right, 3 to 1. Let's say you're trying to make 60 risk. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, 60. For somebody who's gonna trade short term, you might want to go like, you risk 10 to make 30, whatever, or 40 and you risk 20. So let's put it at 40 instead, and then you got 20. Some people's risk might be smaller, but I want you to give your risk room just in case it pulls back down, because look at this pullback here, right? Back, it was up here and then it dropped down. The pullback came down here for it to start going up. So this is where you would find your entry. Once you see that the market goes higher than this area here, one sec, it goes higher than this area, boom, you're ready to enter. So you could even put your entry point a little bit above that so that you have room to enter, to let you know for sure, right? So once you have that, you get these numbers and you write them down. You come here and you write entry. This is, I'm telling you what really helped me as a beginner. um Take profit, people who are struggling, and then stop loss, boom, right? You got your entry, and this makes it so much simpler because the gray area is where you're gonna enter, right? The red at the bottom is your risk, and the blue at the top, that's your take profit. So it's much simpler. You don't have to worry yourself, okay, well, where did I put my entry? So 1.18199, that'll be your entry point. Actually, no, take profit is um your entry is 1.17795. take profit is 1.199, 1.8199. And you got your stop loss at 1.17588. Boom. Right? Here's your first trade. And this is exactly how you make a trading signal, guys. You just created your own signal at that point. You can place a trade like instantly, or you can place a long-term trade. You can just once you have these numbers here, you can literally pull up your MetaTrader4, and then you go on trade. You pull up. You can place a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. Right? I definitely recommend being a beginner that you just focus on one pair to trade with. And I explain this to people all the time. You don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, right? So we got the Euro USD. Look at the chart, boom, right? We already see what's going on. We've already marked it up on the bigger screen, and we know what's happening next. So here, you will go on trade, right? So you will be placing a buy stop. So we're doing a buy stop so that we can enter the market right after the price has already passed the point that we want it to be at. So here we enter our price, which is our entry is at, which we already wrote it down, 1.7795. Okay, and then we got our stop loss at 1.7588, and then we have our take profit, which is at 1.8199. Right? If you don't see that place button is blue, that means you put it wrong and you have to redo it until you get it right. Right? That's why it's so good to just write them down, because it makes it much simpler for you. And then you enter if you want to go with a 20 cents per pip, or if you want to go with a mini, standard, or a micro. That's all up to you and your account. But remember, you have to still properly manage the risks when it comes to trading. So depending on your account, you do 10 cents per $100. So if you have $200 or $500, that goes, whichever you want to do, the proper way to do it. That's to do 10 cents per every 100. So we are going in with 5 cents per pip, right? So we got that going on, and then we place it. So you see that we successfully placed it. And when we go in here, you can see where we want to enter, and you can see where your stop loss is at. Let's go on a 4-hour, right? You see where your stop loss is at. You see the green line is where we want to enter. You see your take profit, right? And if you want to know how to get that there, let me know in the comments, and I'll do a video for y'all so you can have it on your screen, which is very helpful because it's clear to you to see if your trade is close to your stop loss, even though you can see it. But it's better when you have it on the screen to tell you, okay, this is where you entered, this is where your stop loss, and this is where your take profit is, right? So once you do that, now you secure that entry in case, and if the market doesn't hit that entry yet, it doesn't bother you. You can just not focus on that. Don't worry. It doesn't get to that line. So it only enters the trade if the market gets to that price, right? So you're basically placing an order the same way you call a restaurant and you say, okay, I want to buy 20 pieces of wings, and I'll pick them up in 15 minutes or whatever. That's exactly what we just did, right? In the same way for the sell stop, right? But make sure you know the difference between the two before you go ahead and ride into that. But this has really helped a lot, and you just let it ride, right? You can hold this trade. It'll let you you'll be able to see, and you could also move your stop loss higher when the time comes, so that you can go ahead and secure your profits or take partial profits like I've shown you guys to do. I told you guys to do a 3-to-1, but I actually did a 2-to-1, right? If you're one person that does 2-to-1, that's totally fine as well. So 3-to-1 would just be us bringing this higher to 60, right? Risking 20 to make 60. My apologies, I didn't realize that. But yeah, same thing. You could do 2 to 1. You could do 1 to 1. I don't know anybody who does 1 to 1. I do know people who do 2 to 1, right? Which is risking half of what you're trying to make. And usually it's better to risk three because you really want to make 3 times that, right? But it's very simple. That's exactly how you find an entry. That's exactly how you enter a trade. And if you want to do market execution, you will just wait. I hope you learned something from here. If this made sense, if you guys want to see more of me, I've been really busy. My last trip that I went to, I was in Mexico. I was in Tulum, went to celebrate my birthday, so it was really exciting. But as far as mentoring, guys, I can answer your questions in the comments. But as of right now, because I'm so busy, I can't promise to sit here and help you the way that I used to. That's why I say a lot of people should have just taken advantage when I was more free, when I was actually sitting and willing to just like pour out information. But right now I'm so busy. I don't want to promise you something I can give you right now. But keep coming, guys, because in the next couple months, I'm gonna have more time in my hands where I can actually give help to each individual. And I promise you that, right? So just keep coming, keep having patience, keep watching these videos because and keep appearing in the comments, because what I will be doing is I will go in the comments and look for people who are consistent, right? And then I will just start commenting and just dropping my information towards those people so that you can reach out to me directly and get some help. You can, I don't know, but I think that would be a really good way to, pay back to the people who's been consistent, who's been watching, and who's been getting the information and actually applying it, right? But here it is, guys. That's it. I hope you learned something from this video. Have a great one, and let me know what else you guys want to learn from. This is how to enter a trade. Very simple. If this didn't make sense to you, I don't know what will. But as far as trading binary, that one is pretty simple as well. I think I made a video on that already. But when you're trading binary, it's much more simple. You can just go on a smaller you can go on a smaller time frame. Usually I do 5 minutes in 1 minute or whatever. Everybody trades differently, so don't knock nobody down. Always be nice, right? Just because somebody doesn't trade on the time frame that you do doesn't make it incorrect. Okay? But when you're looking for your entry point, you want to make sure that the market is actually having a lot of movement going on. Don't just sit here and try to trade in consolidation. I tell you guys, there's no money to be making in consolidation. But since it's binary options, it doesn't even matter. All you need is for the market to go a bit higher than what your entry point is, and that's the difference between regular forex and binary options, right? So with that, I think I will just create a separate video for that, because I think that's a whole different training that I could actually do and be able to give you some good juice. I'm not trying to make this video like a whole hour long. It's 2 in the morning right now, guys. Y'all know me, this is the time I always be waking up to get in the market, get in the charts. But that's really about it. I'll just create a separate video for those that are serious about binary options and whatnot, and are still looking for help on how to enter the trade, because the market does move a little quick when it comes to trading in minutes or whatever, and being successful is not the easiest, right? And being consistent with your success is not the easiest. But I got y'all. I got y'all, right? Show some love in the comments, guys. If you're happy to hear from me, let me know, right? That encourages me a lot. Let me know in the comments what you want to hear, what you want to see, and I'll definitely do my best to show you that. But that's about it. Y'all have a good one. Until the next video. Peace out.